Watch this. You may learn something. In the show, as we travel from country to country in Europe, visiting old battlefields, talking to those people who are still alive, the Germans knew exactly what they were going to do once they got here. We've gone to the Viking Museum in Aalborg on Lindholm Høje. Good morning. Today we're going to see children play with non-offensive toys. Children of all three genders. We'll be having a wonderful afternoon. Maybe have tea. No, we're not! We're gonna look at fucking bikes! Let's go! Remember, you're gonna come out here and you gotta vote for the best bikes you can possibly see in the world, with the best builders from all over the country.
That would be him. That would be
That
him.
would totally not be me. You can't not love this. If you're 18 years old today, I don't think you could possibly imagine the horror of what it must be like throughout Europe when the cities above were bombed, to hide down here. You talk about remnants of World War II. You can see some of the very biggest ones here by the sea. We're gonna dig, we're gonna break down some walls. We will find things that haven't been seen since the end of World War II. You coming with me? In my search for cool things around the world, we have come to Aalborg in Denmark. People live in these buildings still. Absolutely beautiful old buildings that have been here for hundreds of years, cobblestone streets, and you know what? The plumbing still works better here than anywhere in LA. As all museums go, this is an amazing place because this museum actually was history. Back during World War II, the Germans built this as a seaplane hangar where they would conduct combat operations. And after the war, this became the home for over 40,000 German refugees, mostly from East Prussia. Walk through the front gate of the original monastery. 1431. What was the Founding Fathers doing in 1431? To most Americans who've never been out of America, I will wager you have never had a truly good pastry or truly good bread. You may think you have, but you really haven't. Let me show you why and explain my theory. This is the proportions you should have for a proper layer cake. This much cream and this much of the bottom and top. And then of course you coat it in chocolate and then you get this little thing. It's small, it's delicate, it's light, and it's fluffy, and I'm generally starving. I was wrong. First you coat it in marzipan, because that's what we do. I'm pretty sure if you had dying people go to the hospital, you coat them in marzipan too, and they'll be better. One thing I think most guys really need is a place to go and just be men. Without all the political correctness, without all the shopping and the malls.
Did I rob my first bank, turn into a life of crime?
I know how important women's safety has always been to me and what I do. However, I am conflicted here because part of making women safe on a motorcycle is insisting they do not wear Daisy Dukes and a little top, which I'm very much a favor of.
Exactly.
So I don't know if I can agree, but I have to approve and say this is pretty cool.
This is wait a second. This is abrasion resistant.
For those of us who's been married and happily divorced, we are also abrasive resistant. Here in California, and it's terribly cold because it's almost 70 when I wake up, and I gotta put on an extra shirt to ride to the gym. It's terrible. I will think about the people of Michigan. Great show, a lot of people, great turnout, beautiful bikes. Now the show's going somewhere else, and we are riding back home to catch up with you next week. Mom and pop shops that just fabricates really cool things. We have a couple of guys that make custom guns for Hollywood. We have a couple of guys that make custom motorcycles. Now, I'm bringing you somewhere else. We went to the Pomona Veterans Car Swap Meet. There's so much energy in America. After the war, and we're building, and we came home. So many guys came home with ideas.
Right.
And that became the ideas. I want one of these. Just trying to figure out how to get the network to pay for it. but I want one. The thing about these cars are everybody's unique, everybody is different, everybody does something special. A little bit like the Harley way of life. You do your thing to your ride. Absolutely cool.
They're decent custom cool.
Definitely.
And we talk about mostly Harleys and cool stuff.
Definitely, I'm a rider myself.
Yeah, you're limping, so
Yeah,
I'm thinking
motorcycle accident. Old lady ran into me.
I just talked about this, didn't I?
Was she texting?
Oh no, just she looked right at me. Locked eyes through the mirror and ran me into the K-rail.
Was she Asian?
Yes.
Good, there you go.
Modern cars, what they're missing is all the details and the finesse that was put into making cars back in the day. It's just not the same anymore. The car was inspired by the time we started going into space. You gotta love these old cars, and you have to love the history that it reflects. I don't know if any of you guys read the book. Gassers are from Mars, Harley riders are from Venus. I think that's what it was. But generally, we fuel our rides or cars with the same overpriced California gasoline, and we eat the same overpriced fair food.
When I bring my wife here next time, I was really looking forward to taking her someplace expensive.
I meet you, but Ruth Kristen here.
My agent always wonders why I put on weight when I go to see my mom. This is why. The waitress got me the wrong order. I ordered salad. I turned the camera off.
Next time, we bake some Danish pancakes and some apfelkuchen with holy pudding. See you later.
Sorry, I moved here from Berkeley. I should.
Now, and I'm sorry about what I said about attorneys. There are specific places where attorneys do belong, like the moon and the bottom of the sea. So besides the harassment,
Where
and
can I go from there? I have no.
Let's go back to talking about the ice cream.
Oh.
And the giant breasts. What were we talking about? How are you enjoying it? You have giant what?
I clearly cannot compete with a giant breast with beer coming out of the tap. I cannot compete with it.
And I had 14 hours sleep. She had 5, so I'm having a complete disadvantage.
And not enough coffee.
Let's go find this woman some coffee.